Hi team, how we doing? Happy Monday. As always guys, as you know now, 5 minutes. And we'll get going. Hi Sarah, how are you? I am on my phone, but I'm trying to help someone log on, guys, so don't think I'm being rude. Hi Danielle, how are you? I'm just trying to help. Oh, there we go. Cass is on, sorted. Hi Cass. So a couple more minutes guys, we'll get started as always. 5 minutes loading. Today's session's quite a good one. We've got a little bit of core strengthening work, a little circuit of that kind of stuff, which is always going to be useful for us as agility handlers. Yes, the dogs have to get locked out unfortunately for me, otherwise I wouldn't be able to lie on the floor, that's for sure. Hi Ran, how are you? See, you've made your choice. How hard was it? Did you know exactly who you were going to have after all? I know you liked it from the start, didn't you? Oh, I'm so glad you made it too, Danielle. Okay, what have we got for today? So yeah, it's generally we've got a little bit of a muscle energy technique start, in the sense we're just going to get ourselves warmed up. As always really, nothing's new there, is it? Then we're going to work on some lateral mobility. We're going to do our shoulders and upper back then. Get ourselves moving after a weekend. Then we're going to do lower back. And then we're going to do core. And finish off with some stability work, which will work our hamstrings and our feet. So, start at the top, work our way down. That's the plan for today. So we'll give it 1 more minute, and then we'll get started. I'm jealous of all you people doing it in a house. I'm in my gym and it's freezing. We haven't got snow here today. I know some people have had snow, haven't they? Alright, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I think some people are getting wise to the fact that I wait 5 minutes and they just log on at 5 past every time. You seem to have a bit of a jump as it gets to the 5 past time. Alright, so that's us ready then guys. If first things first, we're going to have a seat for our first exercise today. So whether that's a sofa for you, whether it's the edge of a table, I don't really mind, but grab yourself your seat and let's get started. So we're going to start off with an MET. We're going to do the 4 sign one. If this one is awkward for you, the one where we cross our leg over, then you can feel free to do any of the other ones. So whether you do the one where you push down or whether you push up, it's really up to you. I like to just mix it up and make sure we do a little bit of everything. I'm going to start with the 4 signs. So we're going to sit down on your seat bones. I don't want you on the fleshy part of your bum. And then we're going to cross our right ankle over our left knee so that the bony part of your ankle is on the other side. I don't want it sitting on your knee. From here, hand on the inside of the knee, pushing up at 20%. Alright, we know the deal by now. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. Good. And this is the point where yoga teachers tell you to find yourself or center yourself in the session and all that kind of stuff. What I'll say is, take this moment, couple of deep breaths. Let's get in tune with our bodies. Think about where we're putting ourselves. Create that mind to muscle connection, right? Okay, relax, shake your leg out, back into position, and we're away again. Now, again, this really shouldn't be strenuous. I know I say it every time, but I feel like I have to, because I know myself, I always want to push too hard, and it's not needed, it's not necessary, guys. Nice and easy, 20%. Relax, shake it out, back up, and off you go. Foot down and relax. Last one. Off you go. So I've had lots of cool messages of people saying they're not feeling some aches and stuff that they used to be, just feel normal, able to move around a bit better, feeling the difference in their hips and that kind of stuff, and that's really positive. That's the exact kind of thing I'd be expecting. Lower back's feeling a bit better, starting to understand how to use the muscles, not to put the pressure on our lower backs. Okay, leg down, swap sides. Back into position, and off you go. Good timing, hopefully as the restrictions are lifting and we're going to start to be able to do a little bit more running. Try and stay on top of these things. It'll hopefully be really beneficial for you, not just in agility but in general life, isn't it? It's all well and good being fit for agility, that's good, I think you should, but feeling good in general life is more important. Relax. Shake it out, back up, and off you go. General life and living is what's going to affect your outlook and your general mood. So it is very important, isn't it, that you feel, well, I don't say pain-free, but, feel as good as you can for sure. I'm pushing up into my elbow if you're wondering why my hand isn't there. And relax. Last one then. And off you go. And relax. Good. So you guys can feel free to sit where you are. The box is a little bit too wide, so I need to just turn it. We're going to do the lateral bends now. Keep your seat bones on whatever you're on, whether it be a table, a chair, whatever. Keep them down now. That's the point. All we're going to do is between two panes of glass, so that we can't move forward or back. We're just going to bend as far to one side as we can. Think about bending from your lower back, not just your upper back. Take it all the way to one side. Then control it and bring it back and do the same all the way over the other side. 5 each way. Off you go, guys. Nice and slow. Really breathe into it. When when you lean into the right, make a special effort to keep your left seat bone down. Okay, relax a little bit now. So we're going to do the blackthorns now. I'm going to do it quickly, so eyes forward so you can see what's happening. Our arms go a shoulder width with my palms facing up. The start of the blackthorns, we want to get our shoulder blades back and down, set into position so that we can't cheat the movement by moving our scapulas. Hands back and hands facing up to the roof. From here, we turn our hands over. Okay, and then we start back again, palms up. So we do one full rotation to start each movement, okay? It's the practice of moving your shoulder and not moving your scapulas, quite important. So it's palms up, to palms down, back to palms up, and then we're going to bend at the elbow, in between the head, elbows together as much as possible whilst we're still sitting upright, and then we retract, flex at the elbow, and then we're going to turn them over, and we're going to bring them back between our back as if we're in handcuffs and back up to start position. That's one rep. Okay, so we're going to do them in single reps. It's got to be nice and slow. This is mobility work. We're taking our joints through our active ranges. Nice and slow, nice and controlled, okay? So arms up, palms up. And rotate the palms down, back up, bend at the elbow. Hands touch behind your neck and then elbows in. Squeeze up as much as you can, hold. And then bring your elbows down. Flex at the elbow. Rotate palms to floor. And then bend at the elbow and try to bring them back into that handcuff position behind your back. Nice and slow. Hold, squeeze, and then bring it back up. Rep number 2. Palms up. Squeeze those elbows together. Sitting as upright as we can, guys. Squeeze at the bottom. Last one coming up then. Palms up. Good. So I'm done. I'm going to give a couple of seconds for everyone to catch up. Get it warmer now. Okay. I'm going to assume you're all caught up. So we're still in the same seated position. We're going to do T-spine rotation now. Again, super important to keep our bums on the seats or whatever you're sitting on. So we're going to take our hands up. From here then, we're going to do the right arm back, left arm forward. It's important when your right arm back, push your right hip forward. We want that rotation to be in the top half of our spine. And then vice versa. So when we go up, left arm back, we push left hip forward to make sure that that rotation isn't allowed by bringing our hip back. It's all rotation from the upper spine, okay? So we're going to do 3 each side. We're going to do 1 each side. Shake the arms off. I want it nice and slow. Okay, ready? Find a position, sitting up nice and upright. pushing your seat bones down, arms up then, right arm back first. Keep that right hip forward. Same on the other side. Arms up. Left arm back, left hip forward. Number 2, the other side. Number 2 on the left side. Oh, fight it. Oh. Third one. And final one. Good, and just relax. Let your spines roll forward. Shake your arms out a bit. Okay, so we can do some seated rotations now, nothing crazy here, we're just going to emphasize that rotation a little bit more. As you go to your right, push your right hip forward. As you go to your left, push your left hip forward. Cool. We can get rid of the seats now, guys, so move out the way. Okay, so what we're going to do now is the Jefferson curls. Feet are going to be just outside hip width. And from this position we're going to do reach up, and then we're going to fold our way down, thinking about doing it one vertebrae at a time. Again, never going to be possible to do, but the thought of it means that you do it nice and slowly and try to separate those vertebrae to give the mobility between the multifidus and the other erector spinae muscles. That's going to help your back lift up and down. We're just going to give them a little bit of a stretch now. So individually try to go down one vertebrae at a time, okay? Breathe in. You can keep your legs dead straight if you want. You can put a little bend in them if you want. You're going to get a good stretch in your hamstrings either way. This particular movement is more for our back, even though you will feel it in your hamstrings, alright? Breathe in. And when we breathe out, we're going to start folding forward, okay? Off you go. And just hang out to the bottom. You can put your hands on your elbows if you want, whatever feels comfortable to you really. Feel the stretch in your lower back and in your hamstrings then. If you can only come to this far, put your hands on your knees, that's absolutely fine as well, guys. You've got to do what suits you. Okay, we're going to roll up now one vertebrae at a time. Off you go. If you were standing all the way, take our shoulders back and bring our chest through. Number 2 coming up then. Ready? Here we go. Roll up one more time. Off you go. And last one then, okay? Breathe in. I'm going to bring my legs right together now to get even more stretch in my hamstrings. And fold. stand your way back up. Good. Shake it out a little bit. Just relax before we move into the next one. A couple of rotations like this, nice and easy though. Just loosen that lower back up a little bit more. Okay, good. So we're going to do the same kind of thing now, but this time what we're going to do, I call them around the world. So we put our hands up, instead of going straight down, we're going to fold our hands down to the left side as we push our hips to the right, or vice versa, don't mind which way you go. Whichever way your hands go, your hips go the other way. You're going to feel a big stretch on the outside. And gently, but in control, I want you to fold all the way down to your feet, and then into the middle. And then we're going to bring our hands up the other side and feel the stretch on the other side and pushing hips opposite side as well. So that's one. We want to do 6 in all, so 3 each direction, alright? Let's do them together. First one will go the left way, so we're all doing the same thing, okay? So hands up, breathe in, and off we go. Nice and slow. Hands go to the left, hips go to the right. Control the movement. Nice. Go down as much as you can. Just be comfortable, be in control, feel that stretch. And then take it back, hands to the right, hips to the left. Shake it out. 2 more of those. So you need to twist your torso a little bit to start as well to help you going down, yeah? And it's really hard to laterally bend all the way. Should have said that, my bad. Case number 2, ready? Breathe up. Off you go. So twist the torso a little bit, then start folding. Nice, slowly come up. Oh. Whew. And take it back. That'll do with it. So we're going to move into the core exercises now. If you keep your eyes forward, guys, we're going to do the same as we did in last time. It's going to be 20 seconds work where I'm doing the work, you're watching, then 20 seconds when you're doing it. Now, if you can't hold the specific movements for the 20 seconds, do what you can. Maybe do it for 10, have a brief 3 to 4 minutes break, shake it off, and then do another 6 seconds. Whatever the case may be, yeah? We're all going to be doing these at different rates. Ideally though, quality is the priority, okay? So if you're not doing 20 seconds really, really well, then do 10 seconds really, really well and have a little bit of a longer break, okay? So the 3 movements that we're going to be doing is a side plank, each side, and then we're going to be doing a V-sit hold. Now, again, I'm going to show you all the different variations. Eyes forward when it's my turn. Make sure you pick the suitable movement for you, okay guys? Okay, I'm just going to set up my timer. Still set up from our last one, so it's good. Okay, so down onto your mat then, guys. And we're going to be away in 10 seconds. So the first one is a side plank. Now you can do it on your knees or on your toes, but the cues stay the same, alright? Hand or elbow underneath your shoulder. We lift our hips up so that we're forming a straight line from our ankle to our hips to our shoulder. I don't want a sagging hip. Try and get them up nice and high. Picture yourself between 2 panes of glass so that you're not forward or back as well. You can do it on your knees, absolutely fine. You can do it on your elbows, absolutely fine. Off you go. Keep breathing. 10 seconds left. Remember to learn how to brace while you're breathing. 3 left. Relax. So the next one is a V-sit hold. You can put your feet flat on the floor if you want for a little bit of help. You want to keep this nice and tight, shoulder blades back and down. If you want to make it a little bit harder, feet can go up. Okay? Now, it is harder with your feet up, and I prefer you to do a really good version with your feet down. Off you go. The more upright you sit in, the easier it is, okay? If your feet are down. If your feet are up, the more upright you sit in, the harder it is. It's all about getting used to these movements. So just have a go. I would say use your feet down to start with, right? And relax. We're side planking on the other side now. Again, my hips are up nice and high. I'm really tight through the midline, feeling it on the underside more than anywhere else, okay?
Halfway there.
Again, you can do it on your knees, you can do it on your elbows. Just get your hips up. Get ready, guys? And go. And relax. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a break now. We're going to go through it again then. How do you find that? I know lots of people don't like the side plank, but it's really, really important. As we're doing agility, like I said, I've probably shown you this before, if you're coming in for a catch, so as you're coming in from this way, we often turn in so that we're sideways onto something, right? So all the force is going that way. If we're then coming in to catch, look where my body wants to go. We need to have the stability to resist that, so that when we're coming in, we're facing where we want to go next. Make sense? Side plank help that, because we're resisting gravity pushing us down by getting our hips up, and then when we're running, we're resisting the same forces that want to push us that way, so we're stable to be able to push that way. So that's why we're doing them. Some people often ask. Okay? Okay, get started again, going back to the left side plank, alright? Okay, I'm up first, I'm away. Okay, I'm going to keep my hips up nice and high. You can put your other hand where you want, really. I do the teapot thing. You can go across your chest, hand up, whatever you want.
Halfway there.
Get yourselves ready then. Learn to breathe while you're tight through the core. Off you go.
Rest.
Well done, guys. Six, 3, 2.
Let's go. Halfway there. Rest.
Off you go. And keep your feet down if you need to. Cramped up a little bit in my quad then, so. And relax, guys.
Let's go.
Then you're going to be onto your side plank again after this go. If we can really learn how to use our musculature to stabilize us through the midline, it's so beneficial. And these are the best ways to do it. Off you go. Really try your best not to go through the motions, as they say. Yeah? Really think about squeezing everything so tight. Picture yourself being in a corset that you're tightening up everywhere, yeah? Not just the front. Nearly there, 5. And relax.
Let's go.
Good, so we do one more break and we're going to go through it one more time. Well done. Nearly there now. A little bit of less of a rest this time. Okay, so I'm into position now. I'm away. Woo. Nearly lost my balance.
Halfway there. Rest.
Off you go. It's the last one, guys. Try and make it as good as you can. Well done.
Let's go. Halfway there.
Off you go. Five left, guys. You're nearly there. Well done. And relax. Good job. That's the core circuit done. So we're just going to finish off with some balance work. It's going to obviously incorporate our feet and our hamstrings. Excuse me. Okay, so we've done a little bit of these before. It's only going to be a little bit of circuit. So I like a little bit of a circuit. Sorry, can't get my words out. We can do the knee stability box, where from here we're touching back. Yeah. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to do the reach up, hand up, down and touch, back up before returning, yeah? So it's knee up, arm up, we're down to touch, knee up, arm up. Okay? Now you don't have to go all the way down to the toes. You can go knee up, you can just do knee up if you want, then hand down, then knee up. The arm up isn't much harder, but it's a little bit harder. If you can't go all the way down to your toes, you can go there, maybe go down to your knee, back up, and if that's a little bit much, maybe just get that leg up and just bring the hand down to touch. All the extra movement that we do when we're balancing on one foot increases the difficulty. So the less movement, the easier it is. Pick the version that's best for you, okay guys? We're going to do 6 toe taps when we're in this knee stability position. Remember, soft knee, no more bending once we start. The further back you put your foot, the harder it is. So if you are building up strength in that knee, let's keep the movement quite shallow. And we're going to do 6 on each leg, and then we're going to come to here, and we're going to do 6 on each leg. Alright? So let's get into position then. I'm going to keep my left foot still first. Grab the floor with your left foot, set your knee into a position, and off you go. 6 nice and slow controlled toe taps. Once you've done 6 one side, do 6 the other. Again, in your own time, when you're ready, let's move on to the... I haven't got a name for these. When you're ready. Take your time, no rushing. Same the other side then. It's okay to lose your balance. Try and regain it. It's part of the exercise. Couple of seconds for everyone to catch up. Nice and slow, guys. No need to rush. It's not a race. Good stuff. Well done. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing. This time it's going to be 4 reps each side, okay? Okay, into position then, left foot first for me. Really use your feet to grab the floor as well as part of the exercise, okay? Nice and tight through the core. 4 taps on each side. And then we're going to do the reach ups to the toe touches in your own time again. Don't rush it like I just did. You might notice that your balance is worse on this last set because we've done a lot of work on it, okay? Maybe it's just me. Good, it was a difficult last set that. Definitely felt it. That was good, well done guys. Session 10. Done. Session 10 in the books. That's great. Happy days guys. Is that session 10? Yeah, session 10. Session 10 done. I'm happy with that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Keep sticking with it, keep showing up. Think about where you're seeing the improvements. Is your balance getting better? Have you got more coordination? Are you able to control your movement better? Those small movement patterns, all that kind of stuff. Is it feeling easier? Really look at it. Analyze what you're doing. Analyze where you're feeling better, and then maybe even think about where you can keep on working. Is there an area where you think, oh, you know what, I'm not as good at that as I am at something else, or this kind of stuff. It's worth self-analysing so that when we get further towards the end, you can be like, I feel like I've made good progress, X, Y, Z, but I need a little bit of help on A, B, whatever the case may be, okay? So, well done guys, good session. Side planks are definitely hard on. Basically, they're just under-trained through everyday life. So lots of things that you do. So people will often say, perfect example, okay, and this might sound like I'm being sexist, but it's just the absolute truth. Generally, I will say generally because there definitely are exceptions, but generally women will find press-ups quite hard. And the reason that is because most of the time, generally, women will avoid doing press-ups because they think it'll make them muscly. Now, obviously, women might not necessarily want a muscly chest. On the other hand, men if they've ever been to a gym, probably the first thing they go to is a bench press. Yeah, because they want a big muscly chest. So this is why quite often women will say, my legs are way stronger than my chest, and when they haven't trained before. And it's yes, because every single day, even though you're not training, you're using your legs. You walk on them, you run on them, whatever the case may be, you stand on them, but you don't use your chest. Or very rarely anyway. But obviously I'm getting off the point a little bit here now, but what I'm saying is side planks are one of those other movements that really through everyday life you don't really get to train accidentally, if that makes sense. You have to physically look to go and train it, but you will definitely get the athletic benefit from it. So I hope that makes sense. I went on a little bit of a tangent then. Hopefully I caught myself just in time to make a point. But yeah, job done guys, another session in the bank as I say. I appreciate the company following along with me. Next one now is Thursday, so I look forward to seeing you then. As always, any questions, stick them below. See you in the next one, team.